What is up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer reaction from Heroes Reforged. We're reacting to the TV spot for Moon Knight coming out. Moon Knight coming out March 30th. I want to let you know before we do the reaction, we will be doing a reaction series for this Disney Plus original. We will be having cut downs on YouTube and the uncut versions on Patreon. Check out our Patreon. We just started doing X-Men the Animated Series as well. Those will be dropping every single Saturday, and we've got reactions for everything that we've done in the last year. If it's on Disney Plus, we've probably done it, and if it's a superhero thing, we've probably done it. You can also check out our merch, link down in the description below, shirts and mugs, and probably really fun stuff coming in the future. In the meantime, should we check out this TV spot?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oscar.
I can't tell the difference between my waking
no
life
time
and dreams.
Oh, we're getting right into the creep.
Difficult. The voice in your head. There's chaos in you.
Whoa.
Embrace it.
Sick. Oh, come on. Why didn't they make this a minute? Why didn't they make this a minute? Come on. God damn it.
Man, that was much of a tease. No,
Again, we talked about this during the Doctor Strange trailer, but this is again another opportunity for Marvel to explore some different genre that they've kind of dabbled in a little bit, but haven't really like dove into. And again, the horror, the thriller, the drama, you know, just the horror element alone, and then seeing Moon Knight spread that cape into like a moon shape, crescent moon shape, is so freaking cool.
I don't know why that works, and it's just like it's lizard brain cool. I don't like it's because it's like such an impossible comic book thing. It's the same thing how like Batman's cape has always done the coolest stuff in the visual medium of comics, and rarely have filmmakers and live action storytellers like tried to really attempt that, especially because a bunch of Batman stuff has been like, we gotta make it realistic, it's real, it is really happening.
He really lives in Chicago.
Here comes Moon Knight, like, check out my cape shape, it's ridiculous but cool as hell. I love it. I love it.
I didn't need any more convincing that I was going to watch this show. I just love that it's going deep into the creep factor. I like this whole MCU phase of getting creepy, and I really just think that it's what was missing. And I also like this whole like MCU going into non-tech stuff. We're not seeing a lot of Tony Stark's influence here anymore. That's
true.
And I'm really not you know, no digs on Tony Stark or anything. Yeah. I really like the fact that like we're getting into different realms of what the MCU is possible.
Yeah.
Let's see more of this crazy goodness.
Yeah. That's a great observation. Great observation. I mean, just I was just thinking about the first like two phases of the MCU even. There was so much reliance on tech and Stark because Iron Man, if it was pitched correctly and set up correctly, and that first movie did it perfectly, can really lead to the audience buying into a bunch of ridiculous fantastical stuff. If it's all like, well, this is all just like a suit, this is armor, this is tech, we saw Tony Stark build this stuff by hand, so we then can believe and understand and extrapolate other characters doing the same stuff. But dude, Augustine, I'm with you. It's so cool that it's like, since Doctor Strange, since the cosmic element, we can just get into like magic, you know, other universes.
No, I totally agree with you. And I think even honestly, like even the concept of Iron Man, I don't think that would have been possible before 2008. Because if you think about like what came out in 2007 that revolutionized tech, the iPhone. And it sounds really dumb, but everything prior to that almost felt impossible. Like the iPod, revolutionary. The new MacBook, revolutionary. And then you start to see what a lot of other tech companies were doing with chips and all that stuff. I think like Iron Man, had it come out 10 years before, it wouldn't have been as well received as it was because the tech caught up to the believability of the movie.
And I'm going to say this, one more shout out to one of the people behind that what you're describing, Adam. I got to give it to comic book artist Adi Granov, who they recruited.
The redesign of Iron Man.
The redesign of Iron Man that went from, it used to be described as steel mesh, which was just like skin tight, sort of superhero spandexy type thing. But they're like, oh, but it's actually a metal, but it's, you know, steel mesh iron that he was wearing in a suit that came out of a briefcase. And then Adi Granov comes around and he's like, what if it was designed in a way where it looked so believable and real as this segmented
like a mech suit kind of.
If it wasn't for that redesign, factoring into how they approached it for that first Iron Man movie, it would have been an entirely different Iron Man. man. Movie and,
you're right.
and genre and like
nobody would have taken him seriously.
Yeah,
He had those big old goofy shoulder things. And,
and I think again that's what's cool. What Augustine was saying is the fact that now with Phase 4, Marvel has now convinced the audience that magic and fantasy is an acceptable part of this universe. And I think you have to like work your way up to that, and because they started with tech and they would slowly introduce magic, slowly introduce fantasy, these concepts that were a little bit out there. Once now we get 18 years later and we're in Phase 4, you're bought in. They could almost do anything and we will buy it because they've earned our trust over these many years. So
yeah, absolutely,
looks really cool. I cannot wait to see this. Ethan Hawke is awesome. I love him. I can't wait to see him in the MCU more. And again, this show, being that it's horror, what does it mean for the future? Blade and all that sort of stuff. It's very exciting. I can't wait.
Scary magic, bro. I'm in.
I'm into it.
Give me more
I'm
scary
into
magic.
it. Guys, let us know your thoughts about this TV spot for Moon Knight. What are your takes on capes? Let us know. Subscribe if you enjoyed the reaction, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.